And we have continuing coverage of the Supreme Court ruling now. The decision has far-reaching impacts on millions of Americans.
11 News reporter Natasha Leba is in Pueblo. Natasha, what's the reaction there?
Well, things are relatively quiet here, and that could be because same-sex couples have been able to pick up a marriage license for almost a year now. Now, we were there when that same-sex couple was able to tie the knot on July 11th of last year. The Pueblo County clerk tells me today has been just like any other day in the sense of people buying marriage license. I spoke to a woman who married her wife last year when it became legal. She tells me we still have a ways to go when it comes to same-sex equality.
I can finally look at my wife and tell everybody that this is my wife. I tell everybody that anyways, but without it being looked down upon anymore, apparently. We have always felt like second-class citizens, and now I don't have to feel that way.
Now, the county courthouse says they stopped keeping track of how many same-sex licenses they've been selling because the clerk says a marriage is a marriage. Reporting live in Pueblo, Natasha Leba, KKTV 11 News.
An organization that helps the homeless is closing its doors to women after 31 years. Pueblo Rescue Mission says they just can't afford to house women anymore. 11 News reporter Natasha Leba talked with those in charge of the rescue. So, Natasha, when do the women have to be out?
Well, Diane, according to the shelter, this rescue is not going to be able to house women anymore as of July 3rd. Now, according to staff, they tell me that is because of funding. Currently, Pueblo Rescue Mission houses about 31 men and 11 women. Those women have 2 weeks to find a new place to lay their head at night. The shelter tells me they hope someone from the community will step up and help them.
It's the idea of homelessness, because if this closes, 50 some odd people are going to be out on the street. And it's a really scary thing for our city. We already have people sleeping down by the river.
Now, this shelter tells us they originally opened up in 1984 and only housed men. Reporting live in Pueblo, Natasha Leba, KKTV 11 News.
That's really sad. All right, Natasha, thanks so much.
Today.
11 News reporter Natasha Leba was at today's special ceremony. So, Natasha, what can you tell us about that new commander?
Well, Diane, this is a list of the colonel's accomplishments since he entered the Army 27 years ago. And from the look of it, he has an extensive history of dealing with chemical weapons. Now, as we told you, the chemical depot has taken on the task of destroying most of the country's remaining mustard agent, which has been stockpiled here in Pueblo since World War II. The new commander tells me this isn't his first time to Colorado.
I used to have family up in Denver and the Colorado Springs area, and I would come out here every summer, every other year, and we'd visit family. So I'm getting the chance to go and visit places where I feel like I already know the community.
Well, the commander will have this position for the next 2 years. Dawn, Diane, back to you.
All right.